Welcome back to my heavily modded XCOM 2 campaign. It's time for the Forge. It's a difficult mission, Operation Ruining Prince. Normally difficult counts the enemies, but there's 51 here, so I'm not quite sure what difficult means. I will say that the enemies detected aren't that bad. We have Andromedon Dreadnought, Elite Gunner, Muton Elite, Fire Starter, Mech Longbow, Elite Paladin Tech Burster, Exalted Pathfinder, Advanced Sidewinder, Tier 3 Warlock, a Cursed Stun Lancer, Elite Priest, and a Codex. I'm expecting to see a lot of basically all of those, but of that list, the only remotely scary one really is the Andromedon Stun Lancer. Sorry, the Andromedon Dreadnought. Andromedon Stun Lancer sounds like a nightmare I've had. Anyway, I don't think I'm too worried about the enemies. It's just don't pull too much at once and we'll be fine. As for the team, it's the 4 Sparks. Our roster is pretty depleted and Sparks don't get tired. We've had to use them all month to get through the previous 7 missions in this supply drop. And then after that, we're filling out with the A-Team members. It's not the best of the A-Team, but like Dark Horse Sword Saint is still incredible. Mercury Hawk Den Mother, it's like, you know, field supports are still a great unit and Mercury Hawk is finally online. So theoretically, even though we're never too thrilled about Mercury Hawk on a mission, this should be where it turns around. Episode 91, assaults are finally good. Maybe, probably not though. Let's get in and find out. And as we load in, if you could hit the like and subscribe buttons, I'd greatly appreciate that. Man, I always forget how much I like the little particle effects in the Forge. If you hadn't been seeing the Xeno alien stuff all campaign, this would feel so much more appropriate, but like you see the alien forest and they don't have this. Oh, hi, immediately, huh? You aren't on the thing. I don't remember seeing anything about chrysalids. Oh, that alarms me a lot. This is a Mech Longbow, Firestarter, Muton Elite, Andromedon Dreadnought. That's the one we should be worried about. 1 second. Hey, Mercury Hawk, just run out further this way and tell me what's actually going on. You shouldn't be caught here. So let's just go there and see what's what. Maybe I was caught. The lag's pretty intense. That could just be the number of enemies on the map, but I feel like I was caught. Yeah. So there's just like a chrysalid pod that didn't want to be on the Shadow Chamber. Love you for that, Hive. Thanks. That's not where Mercury Hawk is. Don't believe their lies. Oh yeah, Weapons Hot's just here to fuck, by the way. I love you, Dark Horse. I'm glad you're on the team. Well. I guess it's time to fight then. There's another pod directly behind them. That's not where you are. Stop lying. I can go to here. Did I take Relentless or no? It's very important. I don't remember which one I bolt. Oh, I didn't take Relentless. Shit. I'm right there. Prep for entry might have the range I need. Oh, it says I'm actually over here. What? Where am I? I don't know where I am. But the fact my grenade reaches here makes me think I actually ran much further than I intended to. I meant to stop there. Anyway, I can drop this here. And then slash in to kill the Pathfinder and get my action back. So, Mercury Hawk, this is your flank now. You're the assault, that's how it works, right? So we slash in with the katana and it's AP. I'd rather you not be on fire. It says you're getting an Overwatch pulled. You have lightning reflexes, so that's just not true in the first place. They didn't even land the shot at all. Shock and maul, get the action back. Does the Rage Strike kill? You bet it does. Finish him off. No one else has a clean shot on that full cover. Does your Shredstorm Cannon need to be used? And if so, can it be used more effectively than other people's tools to answer this? It looks like I'm never getting the Wraith and anything big. And Dark Horse is in the way for this Shredstorm, which would also destroy high ground cover, so I wouldn't want that. By the way, just Damper Field Overdrive Serum now. You're not like in the safest position, and you're not going to be. We're gonna run and gun here, because it just lets us shoot again with our new abilities. 10 to 13, that's enough to bring him down. Someone else can kill the Vanguard, because unlike everyone else, I have a 100 on this Paladin Tech Burster, so I think I can do this more easily than most. Get out of here. I think my last action is going to be a breakthrough action from that melee attack earlier. Yeah. Actually, it's multiple breakthrough actions. Love to see that. Do you have Blade Storm or something like it? I can't recall if that's a thing that I get. I don't think it is. No, I don't have Blade Storm. I'm probably going to run back into the rest of the team with my last action. So, Mercury Hulk, finally good now. Episode 91, Assault's doing things. You just need to spend AP and they can kill, like, almost a whole pod on their own. Which is good, because I pulled 3 pods on turn 1, which isn't good, like, at all. We're probably going to be using this Frostbite immediately. The Wraith is a pretty sensible target for it. So is the Andromedon Dreadnought, but I think we can handle him. The Wraith is something that's never going to be handled effectively unless I do specifically this. And then I can AoE suppress all of them and reload their gun immediately. Sounds good. Alright, A-Team just fucking doing work, immediately solving problems. If this other pod runs in, they'll run straight into the kill zone. Mech Longbow didn't feel like being suppressed. That's cool, I guess you'll be dead then. Alright, since Soldier's the one with AP rounds, so we're going to go over to our field support. First action, reload. We can actually make it to Dark Horse already, and they're the one who needs to be reloaded, so we're going to start with this. Because double reload's highly unlikely in this circumstance. It's very likely that we find something to do with our second action that actually matters. Oh, yeah. We have multi-targeting here. We could get it on the Andromedon. It would not actually get the Firestarter. It might get the other 3. Same for the Gunner. From here, it's definitely just generally better lines of sight, so I'm going to move to this position. And now we check out our new multi-targeting Dreadnought and Muton Elite. They both have some good built-in defense, and targeting them would be helpful. But I can just use the battle scanner for a similar effect, right? I'm gonna move this as far back as possible to see if I can't clip the pod behind them. I don't think I can. I think they're like right past the edge of line of sight right now. I'm gonna use Burning Rush and move to here. And that's gonna be how we start on Dread Mechanism, because we still need to deal with this flank a little bit. We haven't actually dealt with all of it. Now, how does this look? Are we just barely not able to grab both? Oh, it's so close. Well, the Bleeder still needs to take damage, and the only clean way to do that is with the Flamethrower. Next up, we can Kinetic Strike forward, and then lots of hissing. Just, the hissing never ends. 93 there. What's the Shield Bash looking like? 83. I'm going to take the 10% chance to miss to preserve that cooldown, because it's such a valuable cooldown for me. Oh, there's an Infector down there. I didn't know about him. Or rather, I suppose I should have known about him, but I definitely forgot about him. And with our breakthrough action, we can walk over here. With our relentless action, we can punch the War Guard. The War Guard? Van and War are both 3-letter words. They're both involved in the military. Oh, you crit. I wasn't really aware that was a possibility. Well, thanks. Makes my life a bit easier. We don't technically need to deal with the Chameleon this turn, though we should definitely put at least one shot into it. Running forward's a big risk, which means there's really nothing to do except for help fight the Chameleon over here. So sure, I'll just Lightning Strike over, then punch it. And thanks to Frostbite, the Chameleon Wraith... Oh, sorry, the Chrysalid Wraith, you're not called a Chameleon. In the code, it's called a Chameleon Mark II. For obvious reasons. Lightning Strike plus Kinetic Strike is an exact kill. I love those numbers. Thank you, Fiber Giants. Going to move you out towards Dread Mechanism and Overwatch. So we've dealt with 2 of the pods on our flank. We've AoE suppressed and debuffed this pod with a battle scanner. Oh, we have a Frost Reaper Elite. Isn't that just adorable? That's the cutest shit I've ever seen. Yeah, walk forward and throw your little Frost Grenade. Well, your throwing range really isn't impressive. I suppose we should throw it at the Firestarter to prevent it from getting too close to us. Oh, I was thinking about killing the Andromedon Dreadnought, but that's, in retrospect, obviously wrong. Let's run forward to the edge here on Carbon Mile. Can I get behind you and see the Andromedon? I can. Thank you. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and not do that. Let's just dominate him real quick. No, it's only a 74. No, there's a base chance for everything. It's not just the Warlock Crown. A while back, I was concerned about that possibility. I'll take the 99 instead. That seems like it's really relevant right now. Maybe we'll dominate him later, but for now, we just have to deal with this. So that's the main problem dealt with. Oh, there's another chrysalid pod over there. And over there. And it looks like one of them did it here that you're not supposed to pull on mind control. Fun. I'm gonna use Mercury Hawk's dash actions to get them back into cover. Unfortunately, it looks like it's very likely that they get lit on fire if I move them in, you know, most of these places. I guess I'm gonna run them all the way back to here and put Scent Soldier in front of them. Hopefully this doesn't pull those chrysalids, but it might. There's nothing I can do about it. It's why I wanted to run away from that flank. Hey, I don't think it pulled them. Oh, you can't reach. That's not good. We might need to empty some guns then. I guess first things first, let's go over to Carbon Mile. If you have to overdrive this turn, that's fine. Newton Elite, Mech Longbow, we have to overdrive this turn. There's too much left. This is just guaranteeing at least one, possibly two Shredstorm Cannons. There's no clean way around it. Oh my god, they are actually all in the same AoE. I was not expecting this to work. Love that. I don't want a double Shredstorm here, but like, it really does solve my problems in a way that nothing else is going to, right? Apparently I missed the Muton Elite on the first one somehow. Yeah, I'm just gonna take the second Shredstorm. There's no... Who shot their gun? Oh! Right, yeah, my Marine's doing that, because they're AoE suppressing. He's, for some reason, suppressing this Infector over here. It's fine, don't worry about it. At 5 armor, 1 ablative, and taking 50% reduced damage because of the Damper Vest, I don't actually feel like I need to use Shredstorm Cannon and Overdrive or Sprint Forward or anything like that. Kill this because the Mech Longbow didn't get suppressed. Unload the gun on that Muton Elite in the back so that he's inclined to move. And then with my last action, I'm probably just blue moving forward. I'm not really in a rush here, I feel like. I trust Dark Horse absolutely to kill that Firestarter. It's not moving. Yeah, I'm just gonna dash forward so I can fight next turn. And I would say that was a fantastic first turn. Also, who's left? Carbon Mile with the fake action. That's not real. End your turn. Alright, let's see if this kills on. Nice personal shield. I can improve with strats like that as I'm using the same stuff. No, you're out of here. Stop that. Fall over dead like a cartoon now. Just taking him a little bit to realize the damage happened like Wily Coyote. You don't want to sprint hard left into the kill zone, do you? That's 4 fucking chameleons. Except one of them's named Wraith. The one chrysalid that pulled the Overwatch was the Frost Chrysalid. That's pretty good. Anyway, it looks like we're going to keep on fighting chrysalids with the Pioneers. I'd have been very impressed if they actually managed to kill the Infector. I can't even see what's happening. Just hissing and fire and the sound of machine on bug violence. They run in, hopefully, to the kill zone. Come on. Yes! Oh, Dark Horse, you're my favorite unit. It's so nice just to see random damage happening constantly. Come on. Oh, he's like 1 tile short. That kill zone really did not get the value I was expecting. Oh, there's another pod coming. Hi. Hello. How are you doing? You know, I've only just started the mission. I don't need to fight all 51 of you right now. We could stagger it a little bit, do it over the course of the mission in different locations. It doesn't all have to be on this specific high ground. We can do it anywhere. That's the beauty of a strategy game. It doesn't have to all happen in one spot like this. Yeah, of course you're invisible. Fuck you too. I hate chameleons so much at this point. Oh, I forgot that this mission was filled with chrysalids and that was highly suspicious. We didn't see any of them on the 51 enemy list. But since they're on Advent Team, I assumed, like, yeah, they should show up. Why would the Shadow Chamber not tell me about it? Silly me. Alright, hello, Mr. Andromedon. What do? You use Cannonade. Pierces cover, ignoring protection, and can critically strike. But first, I want you to pull every Overwatch on the map. And then we're going to use it over here on this pile of guys. Also, Wrecking Ball through that full cover tree. I don't want anyone else using it. If you can hit multiple full cover trees, I'd love that for you. Love it. Every bit of damage that goes on this guy is a bit of damage I don't have to eventually deal myself when this wears off. So if you're wondering, is this man a menace? Oh yeah, it's a good thing I mind controlled him. Andromedon Dreadnought was the one scary unit on the mission, according to Shadow Chamber. And that's living up to that hype. How are we doing on bullets over here? Brilliantly, we're fine. I'm gonna slash in and kill the Infector over here. I'll get a breakthrough action, but that doesn't matter, does it? We might be pulling back a little bit here. Because, like, the flamethrower from here gets all 3 chrysalids. We have Burning Rush, so it's hard to argue with. Fiber Gun's definitely going to pop in this direction. I guess it doesn't matter what order I do it in, right? I can take these shots first, because the other one's immune to fire. Why is the Chrysalid Infector? You're sure about that? The Chrysalid Infector is immune to fire. Of course it is. Why wouldn't it be? That's fine. We have punch left afterwards. We will not be causing friendly fire with this. My machine is also immune. We're going to apply Kinetic Strike here, then using Breakthrough Relentless, walk forward and punch the other one. So that's the immediate Chrysalid flank. Oh, you somehow can't reach it. So apparently I can't reach it, but also the other one's alive anyway, so I'll just keep shooting my gun. Makes sense. Anyway, don't walk through this flank. It's terrible over here. Just plasma fire as far as the eye can see. May as well move a little bit closer to the enemy for next turn. Do I just want to supernova into something here? If this would kill both of them, I would do it, but it won't. Oh, hi, Chrysalid Chameleon. You're up here? Not a fan. Alright, so we're going to have to take it slow then if there's a Chameleon right here. I just have to walk up and Kinetic Strike him, unfortunately. And then he'll re-stealth and we won't know where he is and it'll be terrifying and awful and I'll hate it, but that's how they work. And you can start walking back towards the rest of the party. Brawl Trooper Elite's really just here to bait attacks for us. We'll get back to them later. We've got 13 active, 13 killed, 37 remaining, so 24 as yet undiscovered. I can pop down to full cover here and get a Shred Storm on Mercury Hawk. I actually quite like this position. Okay, I'll take that.
I'm trusting you here.
We just barely don't reach this one. That's so unfortunate. Still, I wasn't even aware it was a possibility. I was aiming for the 2 mutons in the first place. So, we'll take it. Do I want to maintain my high ground position, or do I want to go forward for a supernova on a spark? Probably maintain position. We've got a stasis here. We can only see these two, though. We have a fuse. Doesn't quite kill, doesn't quite kill. Damn shame. I could have went for a domination on one of them, but I think I'm actually saving it for a chameleon. Do I want to use these just in case chameleons randomly go for Sword Saint? I don't think I need to. Lightning Hands is only a 22. Range penalties on these guns combined with bad aim, fair enough. I don't want to meditate, but I might just meditate. I mean, Dark Horse has 100s on both of them, and he can't see anything else, or she can't see anything else, rather. So Dark Horse is just killing these 2 mutons and ending their turn, right? There's actually nothing to think about on that one. Down to 90. Oh, is this the bedded stock getting me? Is that what it is? Oh no, it's Tax Sense. I thought I alt-tabbed between them, they were both 100, but maybe I'm just an egotistical idiot. Because apparently that is not true. Alright, now we have something we can do. We can fuse for the guaranteed finish there. And that seems worth doing to me. I like that he slashed his little gauntlets at the air to make his grenade explode. I'd never noticed that he does that before. You're still there. Got a 77 on you, but it's never killing. Bombard to break your cover requires someone else to see you, which we do have. And it would be a guaranteed hit with Bombard Protocol. So, sign me up. We start this with Bombard, drop it on the Sidewinder. There's some amount of stuff that's just not getting managed this turn. That's what happens when multiple enemies pull at max range and you have no line of sight to them. Just nothing I can really do about it. Actually, we can just finish this on Carbon Mile instead. I would rather be overwatched on Carbon Mile, though, to be honest. I'm going to take this battle scanner and chuck it in this direction. Make sure that no chameleons are up here with us. That chameleon is somewhere else now. Oh, I can't actually see it, so we're going to go ahead and... I already overwatched, apparently. Like I was saying, we're going to shoot it on this one instead. Do I want to overdrive? Nope, I'm just going to take the shot. I just have to let them run in this turn. There's really nothing else to be done about it. I'm going to reposition to the other side of this fight. No, I'm just going to move one tile closer. I don't want to get very far in this direction because there's just a shitload of enemies out there. And I think I'm willing to just throw a ghost grenade on this pile of people to keep them safe. Like, wounds on Den Mothers suck, but they matter a lot less than these other people. If I have to evacuate Dark Horse or Sword Saint, the mission becomes borderline undoable. And I can actually do better than this. I can sprint in and ghost grenade myself as well. And just protect all of these units. Finally actually using ghost grenades. Crazy. Dark Horse, why are you not in stealth, you son of a bitch? Oh, that's not good. Well, at least they're the one in full cover, right? I'm just gonna run this guy forward to make the AI think there's a tasty flank they can go for. There's not. This is just a mimic beacon by another name. This unit is worthless to me. You are only here to tank. I'm very sad to see Dark Horse not in stealth. I'm assuming I targeted it wrong. I'm really hoping Ghost Grenade doesn't have finicky targeting. All right, so there's two chameleons that were previously on the low ground, but with 20 mobility, who knows where they are now. That's where the third one used to be. Hey, you're going the wrong way. Go towards the other people. Well, that's unfortunate. Oh, the fact that you're out of cover is far more unfortunate. That just feels like completely unfair. Why do they do that? I haven't actually seen them attack with that in so long. Also, that shield bearer did not make it very close, so I'd actually assume that there are several chameleons near it in stealth because of how weird that was. Just spend a hot second watching the Warlock do Warlock things. Like killing their own units, thanks for that. God, I'm so happy we got mind control on this Andromedon. That was such an important part of the way this plays out. Huh. Weird. You're supposed to deal damage with that. I don't mind, it's good for me, but I was expecting this thing to be dead by the end of the turn. Seems like all the chameleons are just screwing around and not actually attacking it. Which is why I hate chameleons so much. It's because, like, as a way to make them not overpowered, I guess, they gave them very bad AI that just hangs out in stealth, but that just makes them super stressful because you never know what they're doing. Anyway, can we have more pods like this one? Instead of 4 chameleon pods, can we get another 2 Ripper and a Hunter pod? Oh, sorry, 3 Ripper and a Hunter pod. Much more scary. And there's a snake in this one for some reason. And a commando. Alright, we have eyes on the trooper. Gonna need to take that shot, probably. Yep, Dark Horse's job to start is just to kill this trooper.
Wet off the armor.
Do another one. That way Mercury Hawk can finish them off. Next up, you can't slash because you're disoriented. I can blue move adjacent to them and then shoot them. But I don't want you to die. Got a 95 here that isn't necessarily a guaranteed kill. I need this character running back so that it can get a bandage toss from Den Mother. That's actually non-negotiable. I'm not leaving them out here. They are worth far too much for me to just let them hang out and risk death. Oh, and Solace clears the disorientation. Nice. I wasn't thinking about that part of it. Anyway, give them a bandage throw. That'll get them back up to full eventually. Keep them safe. As for the next step of this plan, I haven't really thought about it. I wasn't planning on you being under any risk, but I forgot the heavy bio assault trooper has a melee attack and isn't just a tank with a gun. I think I just take this 95 that can fail to kill, and I hate it. I can kinetic strike him, actually. That seems better. So I'll kinetic strike here. It's only a 72, huh? But if it fails to kill, we can use combat presence to get a second shot. That, at least, won't have a chance to miss. So I can live with this. Unlike him, he was very much not able to cope. I'm going to take Dead Mother's free blue move and the cover down here. Okay. And I am going to chuck another battle scanner in the general vicinity of A, all the enemies, and B, the shield bearer. Get the debuff on everyone, see if there are any chrysalids near the shield bearer that would make sense of it. Hey, we found at least one chameleon. Can we see any more? Yes, we found 2 chameleons. They were directly on top of my spark. Don't you love when they get reactions to things that they shouldn't even know happens? But only some of the time, because it would be just weird if they did it all the time. I hate chameleons so much. If they just worked in a sensible way, it would be fine. What's my Andromedon Dreadnought up to? It's got Punch. How much does Punch hit for? 7 to 10? Got Acid Bomb for 5 to 7. Gonna keep running into the thick of it, drop the Acid Bomb on the Vanguard, which is rather tanky, and didn't get the shield. Apparently, we never saw that Deathly Marionette before. Anyway, Acid Bomb. I'll get him down to 1 shot later in the fight. I believe this gets vision of the shield bearer. And I need to have vision of the shield bearer to kill him to reduce all of the health he's given the enemy team, so let's go for it. Yes, 83 on rapid fire. It's not a guaranteed kill, but it's their best bet to start, and has a good chance of killing. Oh, it has like no chance of killing. My bad. I'm sorry for doubting you. I shouldn't have brought math into your hype. My bad. We're going to kinetic strike forward and kill this chameleon like God intended. The next part of the turn doesn't matter too much, which is good because it's probably just walking forward and overwatching in sadness. But hey, killing a chameleon's a great turn. I don't need to do anything else. Did I just punch him through a tree? Guess he got what he deserved in the end. Run forward to here. Can't make it any further. I could overdrive, but like, why bother? Overdrive doesn't do anything. So sure, just shoot the marionette. Apparently you can't. Just overwatch then. I've got kinetic strike here for the warlock. Can't kill the chameleon with its current health pool, unfortunately. Gonna go for the warlock, then walk over and put a normal kinetic strike into the chameleon, which won't kill it, but it will go into stealth and run away, and I'll know where it is, but I won't be able to shoot it because chameleons are wonderful like that. Fall back a bit, punch the chameleon. I was not expecting this to be like a whole map brawl turn 1. I guess I should have. It's a 51 enemy map and it's yellow alert, so how could I possibly avoid this? But I kind of thought this wouldn't happen. Oh, he's still there. Isn't that adorable? We're gonna cut out this way on the right so that the Dreadnought's on its own, attracting more fire, I think. That revealed the chameleon, so now he gets to scatter. Cool. Great AI. Really, really well thought out moves by him. I'm just gonna run the Frost Trooper Elite into the open and throw a shot at something random, because genuinely, it does not matter. Sure. Him. Hey, we did something. I can blue move and inspire. It's not crazy. Move out to here, inspire on Dark Horse, maybe. Inspire on somebody seems pretty reasonable. We'll see what other options we have once we're here. We have No Lance here. It never kills, so it seems pointless, but he is taking acid damage. Wait, do we have No Lance there? It looks like it ends right before him. He's not highlighting. I'm going crazy. I'm going to take the Inspired on Dark Horse. They're falling behind the fight. They're a very valuable unit. Unlike Teamwork, I can't use this as a blue action next turn, so this seems good to me. Grapple a little bit further along the ledge. and see if we can't suppress anything. We can't even see anything. Just going to Overwatch. I'm expecting to see something during the turn. I don't think my Andromeda Dreadnought's going to make it through another turn. Oh, hi there. Just chameleons coming out of the ground now, huh? Cool. Love to see that. You might have dodged the first one, but what about weapons hot, fucker? Unfortunately, they are out of bullets, so they can't roll for the next two. Oh, hi, chameleon. I guess you're there now. This is why I hate chameleons. Dodge, huh? Wouldn't really expect a Dreadnought to have the stat dodge. Good job, you successfully executed the traitor. Thanks. That Andromeda Dreadnought was MVP. That was so good. This mission's so much harder if it's not in the first pod we see. I love the Counter-Strike, but at the same time, it makes missions take much longer. However, it also kills Rippers when they run up some of the time, which is really nice. Because those things rupture, or not rupture, they shred for some ungodly reason. Are you summoning more aliens? You've already done that this turn. Stop that. Oh, but these are on Hive Team, you see. It's different now. Oh. You ran the wrong way, friends. The second Ripper seems to have learned a lesson. The third one didn't quite learn the lesson.
Observe how it's done.
What about this Ripper? Oh, he's going for the enemy Ripper. Because it is an enemy Ripper. Fair. We counter-strike another Ripper? Love it. We actually landed all of our counter-strikes against Rippers that round, which is really, really impactful. That's way more meaningful than killing a random Lost. Hey, that's what you're here for, buddy. Appreciate you being part of the team. What? It was a pudding? I had a traitor pudding? I didn't know that was an option. Could I have told that by looking at the unit? Even I didn't know I had a faceless. That's really cool. Yeah, that's not on my side anymore, though, I think. I can't tell. Is that my pudding, or did it become their pudding when it transformed? Oh my god, it's their animated cryolite, not mine. He was a triple agent. He was working for Advent and giving me information, but he was doing it for Advent the whole time. I love that so much. I don't know if that's intentional. I don't know if that's like, it's not a bug, it's a feature, or if that was the goal, but that's wonderful. Now I know to be afraid when I see late game Frost Trooper allies. Dead Chameleon, dead Vanguard, damage on a Dreadnought, dead Gunner. Hard to say no to this, right? We just dropped this Supernova and cleared out a lot of threats. Carbon Mile is a great unit, but there's no way they can do anything half so good as this. And I don't have to worry about how do I keep my Infiltrator safe now, because since he's stunned, he is a minimum priority target and they'll ignore him in favor of doing literally anything else. We're out of bullets, but that's fine. We have people for that. There's loot. We're probably not getting that, and I think we're a bit past the point of caring about loot. Just gonna grapple up top. To there, I guess, it's in cover. Then we'll chuck some bullets to Dark Horse, take their turn, figure out the rest from there. It warned me I would be caught, and then I wasn't. Interesting. I know you can get revealed while grappling, because I feel like I've made that mistake before.
It's killing time.
Anyways, what are we looking at? We're looking at some dead Rippers, that's for sure. May as well start with this, because it's going to give me headshot actions, return it, so literally no reason not to. I don't know who's going to get MVP. It might be Dark Horse, but there's a lot of competition for the spot. You have a 100 on the Dreadnought. No one else is really in the neighborhood properly, so you take that one. Down to active 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 2 chameleons still lurking about. Well, one of them's over here. Unless we haven't pulled that one. Honestly, don't know. But they can't dash attack, so it's far enough away that I'm just fine with it. Going to run here on Synth Soldier. I'm going to make a bunch of moves along my edges first. make sure that we don't reveal a chameleon inside of our own position. We don't have kinetic strike anymore, so we can't really get to these guys. I can supernova them. Seems like a plan. I'm going to grab this loot with the blue move and then supernova those units. You know, there's a real... well, there we go. I was gonna say, there's a real chance that going in for the supernova pulls a pod, but here we are. We've already done it. I don't think this is actually going to get the commando, but at the same time, I'm willing to try it. I want the Naga dead. I want this character to do something useful. Hey, it went through the full cover that time. It's very inconsistent, the targeting on supernova. I wish it had a functional highlight preview, but oh well. Is that the gates? That's the gates. I'm going to come up here with blue move bug as part 1 of the turn, and then concussive strike in, maybe? I should just walk in and punch. Yeah, we'll just walk in and punch. That's obviously just so much better. Kinetic strike the infector for the relentless action. And then use that action to punch the cryolite. And then I guess breakthrough move, we can't make it. Oh, we can make it back up. Wonderful. This means we reveal more line of sight for potentially finding chameleons, and we haven't felt alien activity? Did I finish my turn? Didn't Dark Horse have a shot left? Hey, it's Editing Nick, and if you go back 10 seconds, you'll see that I had actions left in the sidebar on the left. At least my Templar and 3 other people were still able to do their entire turn. I'm not really sure why my turn ended. The only thing I can think of is that I fat-fingered backspace, but that's not really a key you can backfinger with one hand on the mouse and one hand on WASD. So I have no idea what ended my turn, and past me is going to be very confused about that for a hot second. Try to bear with him. Did I do anything with Sword Saint that turn? I'm very confused. I don't think I used my second Infiltrator either. My turn just seems like it randomly ended there. Maybe I'm stroking out really hard right now. Maybe my brain's melting in my head. But I do not feel like I took all my actions. Like, even a little bit. Yeah, that's where I was last turn when I was looking at a Null Lance, wasn't I? And I settled on... Did I run forward and shoot something and forget about it? I genuinely don't feel like I finished my turn, but I must have. I'm thrown off by this so much. Anyway, here's another small pod coming in from the flanks, and here's Dark Horse doing their best. Their best is pretty damn good. That chameleon's just hanging out, don't mind him. Here's some more aliens, by the way, we're not stopping. Ooh, man, there's just a lot. There's just a bloody lot. Nice. That is actually relevant damage. Chameleon coming in. It should not be able to get an attack on this turn.
Fire's getting worse here.
Okay, cool. Now, this chameleon would be a little bit annoying to kill, so I'm just going to dominate it instead. That's wonderful. Love that. The pudding has a lot of health, but there's also really no reason not to deal with it. I think I can hold stasis. I got lightning hands for the Chrysalid Hunter. Doesn't really matter. I'm going to blue move to here. It's better cover considering we're being flanked. I'll put lightning hands into something that's not dying in one hit, like the hunters. And there is no guarantee they'll be dead in one hit. But I can take other people's actions first to do this a bit more efficiently. We don't shoot that one ever. We have shots on both of those. We have shots on him, but that's going to be the Pioneer's job. Elite Lancer dead. Love it. AoE suppression is back next turn. That seems very possible. Probably not, though, if I think about it. We don't see anything else too important, so I'll shoot this Infector. It did not die, and the reason I picked the closer one is so that I can inform a decision about whether or not to use Lightning Hands and have the best odds for said Lightning Hands. Next, we take Domination on not the Ripper, not any of this garbage, the Chameleon. You're mine. If you're going to go invisible after I deal 16 damage to you, no matter what I do, then I'm just going to not deal damage to you and skip that part of the process entirely. Mercury Hawk is back, finally. I forgot about you. I can slash in, but to what end? You know, pulling more enemies. There's definitely more left. Do I have Burning Rush? No, I would have to use Overdrive. I think it's reasonable to Overdrive here, though. Do I see you from the high ground? I do. I also only have the one flamethrower, unfortunately. But that's fine by me. I can use that, walk down, punch, go the other direction, continue to punch. Love it.
Proceeding to target.
Kinetic Strike. Use Relentless plus Breakthrough to move the other... Oh, wait a second. I might have to use Kinetic Strike instead. I am not close enough to. Shit. I've got Overdrive here. I can also just, like, walk here. I don't think I need the Overdrive. Pretty happy with walking here. And, like, yeah, that does put me further away from the fight, but at some point the fight does have to end. Really? Man. I'm still taking it, but it's a lot worse. I was expecting to be able to grab both priests, but it's just slightly not far enough to do it. I still get the cover of the one on the left, though, which is definitely valuable to me. Okay, I'm going to reload the ammo, I think. I'm going to chuck my Mimic Beacon here for maximum safety. I have Support Grenadier, so that doesn't end my turn. Then I'm going to Icarus Jump behind my Spark for cover. And with the Disruptor Rifle and a superior aim PCS, I think I can get a guaranteed crit on this Elite Priest next to us and bring them down. 98%. There's still a 2% miss chance. Cool. I know they're not dead, but that's fine. Second part of the plan is coming. The second part of the plan is simply titled Slash. Mobility stacking all campaign for a reason. Finally doing something with it. Brilliant. Love to see it. And get behind cover.
Okay, I'll go.
You have a reposition from landing your shots. You want to just move back towards the action, I would guess. There's a Mimic Beacon. There's no cover to flank, so yeah, just move here.
Rolling.
Oh, there's a Hunter that never got dealt with this turn. I could just Supernova for this. It's a really frivolous Supernova. I'm doing it. You never know, there could be a chameleon right there. You never know where the last chameleon is. I'm gonna hit one someday. I'm gonna make the cold call. There could be a chameleon there and it's going to work eventually. There's no way around it. Just a matter of time. Anyway, let's see what Evan are up to. Probably shooting the Mimic Beacon. Max distance Overwatch. Again. Well, that sounds like they're just setting themselves up for a very, very juicy Bombard protocol. Elite Priest taking a shot at the decoy. And that's it. Crisis managed. I'm going to take a small break and get some water. We're through the hard part of the mission. All of our sparks are coming. Well, not all of our sparks, but half of them are. How many of you are back online? Because it shouldn't be all of you. You have an action. I'll trust that you lost two and that somehow the maths, but it doesn't feel like it does. We do, in fact, have a Bombard protocol. That's just a crying shame for the enemy team. It'd be just awful if something happened to all those Overwatches you set up. Oh no. How could this have happened to them? Their plans were so meticulous. And I guess I'm just running forward after that, because, I mean, I'm nowhere near the enemies. I've got Kinetic Strike. I'm going to make a point to blue move into this loot, because we're doing so well. We can afford to loot on Forge. We might turn that into a superior, who knows. Anyway, we take Kinetic Strike to the first one, then we deliver the punch to the second one. I feel like there's a priest that's on a hill around here that just kind of went off into the sunset at some point. Do we know where they are? I know, you're committing a violence. It's really cool, but I was trying to look around. Oh, there he is. He's just right there. That's fine. Yeah, just move towards him. Fiber Giant, just load your gun.
Reload sequence.
The Chrysalid Chameleon can come kill the priest. I'd rather do that with something that was ranged, like this, for instance. Just reload, shoot. We don't need to shoot the chameleon because it's permanently on our side. Really liking the new guns. Very sleek in a way that I quite enjoy, unlike the previous plasma weapons. Going to move to full cover. I don't think I had eyes on the priest from here. I didn't even check. I'm just planning on reloading.
Ready to engage.
There are 2 active, meaning it's not just the priest. I'm going to move my Templar up to Dark Horse and start trying to get everyone grouped back together because there is actually a chameleon on the loose that I did not know about. Just going to move forward to here. And I am going to chuck a smoke grenade on these 2. I don't feel like I need to do anything in particular, but I just want to minimize the chance of us actually getting attacked this turn. I'm going to sprint the chameleon to the highest point on the map. Just look around. It's a bit late for it, but this is the highest chance of revealing a chameleon. Should have done this at the start of the turn. Oh, it was my turn. It wasn't locking my camera to the chrysalid chameleon, but it was my turn. It wanted me to hit backspace because chameleons are just buggy like that. Okay, cool. Oh no! What will I do if I can't do anything for a turn? I'll have to wait now. So how much is left after these 2? I feel like we've done most of the mission, but I think there's still a good chunk left. Only 12, actually. Let's start this off by taking a blue move to here on Fiber Giant. We don't want to use battle scanners to find this, because we only have the 1 left, and we want that to debuff the Gatekeeper at the end. Continue sprinting in this direction. Chameleon's going to... I think it's going to blue move bug in a huge circuit like this. Like, this looks like it's a full dash with all of my movement, but it's going to just be a blue move. We're going to see if the chameleon's around up here. No, we're going to see if the chameleon is further down the ridge. Still no. We're going to move like this on Sense Soldier. I've got no idea where it ran to. Super cool. I'm going to keep running forward then. Where is the priest? Because I run to here, it's like, oh, you can see the priest, but I literally can't. I don't know what you're talking about. He's back there. Going to empty your gun, because I don't see a good reason not to. And then I'm going to use Bombard Protocol, and oh, his tree's already gone. I was going to say I was going to use Bombard Protocol to blow up the tree. But, sure. Why not? You do you, Neutralize Protocol. Reposition up top to look for the guy, I guess.
Stomp, stomp.
Going to blue move forward here.
On my way.
Still nothing. I'm going to keep sprinting forward, because logically, if I'm sprinting away from where the chameleon used to be, the chameleon can't be next to me anymore. That makes sense to me. So everyone just run in this direction super fast, and you'll probably be safe, I hope. That's what you want to hear from the commander, right? You'll probably be safe, I hope. And we're done with this turn, so let's go see what the priest gets up to this time. Okay, so we have more chrysalid spawning where we used to be. Bit of an inconvenience, but not the biggest deal, I guess. Dark Horse, want to shoot him? Thank you. Pounce and Weapons Hot makes the game so much smoother, because you just chew through so much health with that. Like, that guy doesn't even exist anymore. Don't need to use a single action on them. Second Infector did not go as well as the first. And the Chrysalid Soldier's just here with full health, unfortunately. Elite Priest is probably... Huh, they are still staying there. I don't know what you're cleansing. No one's debuffed. Like, literally no one is debuffed. Weird. It's a free action, so I guess why not, but still. I guess I'll overdrive now. May as well do it eventually, right? Put rapid fire into the Chrysalid Soldier as the first part of this. Seems pretty solid. Nice. Still don't feel particularly afraid of the current circumstance, though. Reload, put bullets into this one so that anyone can kill either of them. Did you miss? No, the game was just very confused. And reposition forward. No movement from any chameleons. I'm going to grapple back to here and then use sprint to run forward just to like maximize the chance that I find this clown. I don't know what the last chameleon's doing and it's stressing me out. I hate them so much. It's just not near us right now. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Just going to reload and shoot that one, I guess. The camera really doesn't want to zoom in on this soldier for some reason. It's fine. It doesn't need to, but it's a bit confusing that it doesn't want to. I'm only going to reposition forward a tiny bit here. I don't want to move too far forward, but I do want to give more positions to my own units. Dark Horse can come over to the back here and finish off that Chrysalid. Soldier down. Someone will kill the priest, that's no issue. We'll be down to 1 active and 13 remaining. I'm actually just going to press meditate on Sword Saint, since I've never gotten around to building up any focus here. Mercury Hawk could slash, but it doesn't feel super safe. Den Mother's not the kind of person you go to for shooting guns, nor a Fiber Giant and the Pioneer, nor is the Chameleon, since Soldier's done. Alright, so our best chance of killing this without moving forward is going to be... Wow, you really don't want to move to this tile, do you?
What's over there?
You're going to walk here, we're going to shoot the priest. And there should be a pretty decent chance of landing the shot, to be honest. Yeah, 65%. Oh, yeah, sustain. Fair enough. Just full and forgot that was even a possibility. Run to here, Overwatch. The Chameleon could be near us. I don't know what it's doing. It upsets me greatly. Run forward on Fiber Giant, and that was our last action, but I think I pulled somehow.
Targeting sensors locked on Advent forces.
Okay. That seems fair. I'm glad Dark Horse is trying to balance things out. Hey, buddy, you're over here now. Your job is to die for me. I thought maybe I should have routed that move differently, but I'm just so lackadaisical and out of it because of this stupid Chameleon. My brain just fries when Chameleons hang out in stealth and don't do anything, and it's so frustrating. Apparently it was over there. How'd it get there without ever running past me and revealing? Good fucking question. Good job, Drum Mechanism. Really appreciate that. Anyway, about the multi-codex pod we just pulled from hell over here. Yeah, I was expecting to see multiple psionic bombs, to be honest. Those are Pioneers and an Assault. So not the biggest deal, honestly. Shooting him, that's fine. Didn't even land the shot. Love to see it. Warcry only affects mutons, I think. So basically just buffing yourself. Wow. Pod from Hell really going down in my assessment very quickly. Congrats on Colonel, by the way, Den Mother. I forgot to mention, that's an important part of this mission, is getting Den Mother to Colonel. I would like it if Sen Soldier didn't go straight to the infirmary, but I guess they are. Oh no! Never mind. I was gonna say, I didn't want to send Dark Horse to the infirmary, but I guess I'm not going to. Right, so that pod pull was terrible. There's 5 left. We're probably going to find a way to pull them during this. Hey, Dark Horse, you have Black Ice rounds, don't you? No, that was from Den Mother. Den Mother, Icarus suit? Icarus suit. Love to see it. First, put the black ice rounds back in somebody's gun. You know, if I have overdrive here, I don't. Gotta be honest, I don't really need black ice rounds, right? Like, I just kinetic strike the Codex. Both of them. Yeah? One Codex is admittedly too far away. Not both of them, though. This one's very much just that. So if I were John's just gonna go punch that one, that's one problem down.
Targeted unit down.
There's another Codex over here. And frankly, it's so far away that it's seriously inconvenient, but there's no way around that. Den Mother can just kill it if I want to, right? I can just like Icarus suit to here, but I don't think that's safe. There's enough map left, enough pods left that I'd rather not do that. On Sense Soldier, I think it's probably just move repair most of the time. The only thing I can see from where I currently am is this Frost Lancer. And I could just shoot it twice, that's optional. I'm gonna play this with my main concern being the safety of my own units. In which case, not moving forward on Dark Horse and shooting this man twice is the plan. It's not impressive, it's not super cool, but it is what we need to do to be safe. Annoyed that you're still alive, but it's fine. Where is my assault presently? I haven't seen them in a hot second. Oh, you're in the middle of it. Neat. I can Rage Strike into the Codex, you say. No, the game just says you're not allowed to do that, even though you can reach the Codex. Oh, I don't have line of sight to it. Fair enough. I can slash the Codex. It doesn't seem like a good move, does it? Unlike slashing the Frost Lancer Elite, which seems very, very reasonable. Rage Suit Panic, love to see it. Also serving as a good way to censor this violence. Why is it showing like I'm gonna get caught in the explosion all the way over here? I guess it'll keep going if you insist. If this is what you say is the only safe tile, I'll run all the way to here. Well, since Soldier, we need to get out of the explosion and repair ourselves, so that's what we'll do. They were almost out of the infirmary. They had like 2 or 3 days left and then just mangled again, but it's fine. This is a tough mission. Despite what the Shadow Chamber tells you. I can just overdrive and kill the Codex, and I think that's worth doing, looking at this. I don't actually know that I can. It's very close to not making it. You know what? Bombard Protocol. We can kill 2 Codexes. If it clones, it'll be standing in the open. So, where are you going to go at the end of this, Codex? I assume you clone and there's just one somewhere else, but that still means we're working towards the solution. Oh, cool. You're just all the way across the map, just standing in the open as far as physically fucking possible. Fair enough. Going to Overwatch on Carbon Mile, I think, then.
Its unit scanners are active.
I'm going to blue move a little bit closer to the fight and reanimate something, because I never got around to doing that because I never had any focus. Oh, wait. Wait. I'm here now. Unlike you, you're dead. Cool. Thanks for that, Sword Saint. You want to use the Icarus suit to kill the last one. Should be safe from about here. Active 5 doesn't feel right. Apparently it's the truth. Guaranteed kill. Oh right, there's still a chameleon just hanging out in stealth somewhere. Where is a good damn question that I have not even the vaguest hint of an answer for. I'm just gonna move out of the explosion and reload on Dread Mechanism, because basically there's no way for him to fight what's left without pulling the Gatekeeper. You're definitely not gonna be in the explosion if you make these moves. I don't know what the game thinks is happening, but it's very incorrect. Just reload your gun.
In progress.
Oh, you have another action left. Cool, walk this way, I guess.
Movement engaged.
I'm not going to move that chameleon. I'm not going to move you. Oh, actually, there's definitely a reason to move you. This is a better tile. I don't know why it's just freaking out and saying that everything gets caught in the explosion. It definitely does not. That panic was very, very strong, by the way. Love to see that. Because the Centurion was previously just going unanswered. Stop shooting Synth Soldier, you rat bastards. Yeah, just stand still and shoot Synth Soldier. It's fine. He'll get fixed up in the infirmary. We'll evac him this turn, I guess. There's not a huge difference in being wounded to 3 or wounded to 1 in my book. But I literally can't keep him on the mission at this point now. If he has overdrive, he does not, so he can't double repair. Do you have overdrive and the ability to triple repair? You do. Well, I like having Synth Soldier on the mission, so I'm going to use your overdrive just to repair the absolute shit out of them. I'll be back with you when I'm done. He needs to be in the shop for a hot second. Oh, I've done this before. There's an internal cooldown and repair of 1 turn. This doesn't work. That's cool. I'll just leave. I can admit when I've made a mistake. Get out of here, clown. Cool. Vengeance achieved. Let's go home. Going to reload and shoot the Bellas, I guess? Or the Centurion? Is it in cover from my perspective? I guess it is. Someone somewhere has to have an explosion they can get there, right? No, I've used my bombard protocol already. You don't carry explosives. You have a ghost grenade, not quite. You definitely should be running back, though, and we'll see where Null Lance can go. Cool. Get out of here. The Centurion's panicked, so nothing else is actually a priority of any description. Oh. I love it when highlighting just lies to me. Sometimes I get hyped. I'm like, oh, hey, it's dead. Love that. And then I just trust it implicitly for no reason. There's no time limit. Just gonna run and gun and shoot until they're dead. That's fine. I've got 3 more. I also want to shoot the Viper first, because it's the one that actually guarantees dies.
It's dead. Yeah.
We're just gonna move forward to where the Chrysalid Chameleon is. And Overwatch, I guess.
Sensors at maximum range.
You're just going to run around in your blue move radius and see if you can't figure out where that chameleon went. Because it's just hanging. It's somewhere. Oh, fuck me. Are you serious? It's probably fine.
The Codex used when it appeared.
Its eyes don't seem fine. He's not. Is he okay? Someone defrag that gatekeeper. Well, the good news is I can use all of my units now because there's literally no reason to hold them back anymore. Go figure out where that gatekeeper is so that we can position to fight him properly. Oh, cool. There's another double Codex pod on the other side. Love that for me. Wait, does it not get pulled when you summon it? I just assumed that was the case. I believe we've used all of the supernovas on our sparks already. We have. However, we're still ready to fight pretty aggressively. Get in here with Kinetic Strike on the Codex. Muton Destroyer, I can't recall if it has a counterattack. I'll have to check. It does. Let's not and say we did. Going to take Burning Rush. Cross over to where this man is. And use my attack-only action with Relentless to punch them. Codex is dealt with. And everything left is active. Not really looking to get shot by the whole enemy team, so I will attempt to break line of sight. The Chrysalid Chameleon, on the other hand, if I could position it to be shot by the whole team, I would. Here, I'm just going to move forward in Overwatch. Again, I don't want to get shot by the whole enemy team. Yeah, sure. Does it want to hit Dark Horse because someone else moved? No, not this time. Cool. Rapid fire that. Apparently the one that never revealed was the Wraith. I don't know if we hit it or not. We missed. Missed the 9%. Love that for me. Anyway, maybe he'll reveal next time. Who knows? Move here and see if that reveals him. If it does, I can frostbite him, which I should have done the first time, but I was just so upset that he was there I wasn't thinking properly. No eyes, so Overwatch. Den Mother. Forward to full cover, chuck a battle scanner over the top. Seems reasonable. This would make me basically the only target, so I'd rather be here behind Fiber Giant. Much harder to see this. And that will battle scanner everything we just pulled, and possibly also the Chameleon, depending on where it actually ran to. No Chameleon, but that's fine. That's everything. Let's see what they're up to. Yeah, I know it's somewhere. Stop pretending it's still there. I know it moves. I'm surprised you can see that. Drone mechanism is probably going to need to go to the infirmary then. What happened? Did you trip? They're just back there activating Damper Field, being a fucking menace. Yeah, that's about right. This is Drone Mechanism's job, as much as it's a terrible job to have. It's what I got them for. Ow. What I got you for. Much as it sucks, it's why you're here, I'm sorry. For the life of me, I do not know if gatekeepers are organic and can be hit with frostbite. I don't see anything about mechanical immunities here. Which, to me, means that there is a correct play in this circumstance. And it's grappling here and frostbiting the gatekeeper. Because if I'm understanding this correctly, you are a biological unit, and I can do this. Fuck. Well, that was the other possibility. We're gonna need to shred this gatekeeper then. So let's get started with that. Oh, Damper Field's active. That's why you wanted to take so little. Fair enough. Probably want to kill the Muton Destroyer first then. So this is a good shot to take. Nice crits, by the way. Oh, Mind Control's off cooldown. Quick question, when are you getting back? Ends in 1 alien turn start. Well, I might just need to get the Centurion then. I'm going to stasis the Centurion with the intent of mind controlling it next turn so that I can use Teamwork on Dark Horse. Because Teamwork on Dark Horse represents killing the Damper Field unit, and that's kind of a big deal. Or just dealing more damage to the Gatekeeper, they're both important. Oh, you're out of bullets. Well, that's not nearly as good of a play then, is it? Burning Rush forward. That's going to be the first part, because you're just not where you need to be. There's nothing I can really do here other than get back here and stab some people, so I'm probably just going to be stabbing the Gatekeeper instead. So I'll move to the Gatekeeper here. Carbon Mile can hop up top, which doesn't see the Gatekeeper, so I'll have to go here instead. So possibly a very long stay in the infirmary is coming after this. Rapid Fire is on cooldown, not that I have the bullet, so it's just going to be the normal gun.
Father really outdid himself, didn't he?
At some point, it's better to go for everyone else, right? And I think we're at that point.
It's dead. Now, if you want to
And we're going to reposition over the back, maybe, to avoid getting mangled. We're probably not. It's like somebody's getting mangled, nothing to be done about it, so just accept it. We're going to Overdrive, Kinetic Strike past, start dealing damage in the back line. We should be able to wipe out both of the biological units that were back there. Get the Punch of the Advent Vanguard. Count my actions, make sure I get Relentless when I need it. Not the biggest fan of that, but not a big deal, I guess. Is it safe to run through the gate? Oh, hey, I found the Wraith.
Armor deflection.
Wait, is he fucking dead? I don't have any abilities to catch up to him. Do you have Lightning Strike to get to the Wraith? Oh, but it'll just stealth anyway. It doesn't even matter. Well, supply the punch and wipe out these guys as the original plan said. This Wraith is just a menace. Cannot get him dealt with. At least I got some loot. That's cool, right?
Destroyed.
This guy will not die in one punch, so I need to use Lightning Strike on him.
Armor deflection.
Kinetic Strike here. Alright, it's just the 2 menaces left, right? And the guy we put in stasis. Feel a bit bad for him. Going to run back towards the Gatekeeper because I probably need to help kill that next turn. I cannot believe that I'm actually not able to get to him, right? Wait. Well, the reason I can't believe it is because it's not true. Den Mother has combat presence, so we can do this. You can now blue move, move again, and kinetic strike, and that will be the death of the Wraith. It is about damn time that justice was had for the grief you've been giving me. We probably wouldn't have been in this bad situation if it weren't for the fact I was stressed about you. Down to 2. So the plan worked. We dealt with literally everything except for the Gatekeeper. Now, unfortunately, the Gatekeeper is just going to put someone in the hospital, and there's nothing we can do about that. It won't kill anyone, so that's nice. And it will probably just go for the Chameleon. But there's no way they force it to. I'm going to reload my gun here. I may as well Rage Strike this. Got literally no reason not to.
Hard target, minimal damage.
And then fall back to full cover.
Okay, I'll go.
And put a shotgun into it. Actually doing good damage. Surprisingly close to able to kill it. But that's all we've got. I would have expected the panic to be removed when you went into stasis, but I guess not. Well, it can still hit anyone. Who knows who's actually going into the hospital, but it's probably my infiltrator. Yeah, that's a good chunk of damage, but it's honestly not that bad. I was much more afraid of the gun going into a biological unit. So, cool. We did it. We made it through. I am going to move away because that thing is explosive. Icarus suit is down, but we have Adrenaline Rush as well as Grappling Hook. So we should have no problem getting into range to throw bullets. Yeah, here we go. For some reason I was trying to grapple first and my brain couldn't piece together why that was a bad... You don't think you have a working grappling. It doesn't matter, it's fine. We used Adrenaline Rush. We'll just do it over here. But I am a little bit disappointed in you, Den Mother, because you should have been able to figure that one out. Reload Carbon Miles gun. I believe that's black ice rounds, it is. So Carbon Miles is likely just killing this thing instantly on the rapid fire. Joke's on me, I ain't got a rapid fire. But it's still killing it, it's only got 10 health left. Nice. Which just leaves the one enemy, and the cleanest solution in the world to that one enemy, mind control. Get on my team, we're done here. Oh man. As always, the Forge is a bit of a gauntlet. I can't believe I just forgot chrysalids are everywhere on this mission, and I didn't realize the Shadow Chamber was lying to me.
Contacts in the AO have been eliminated. The gateway is secure. Status confirmed.
An hour and a half of Chameleon hell. Love it. Who gets the MVP for this? 6 kills and 100 damage for Synth Soldier. 10 kills, 250 damage for Carbon Mile. Not the MVP. Oh man. Dark Horse, 7 kills, 190 damage. 34 consecutive landed shots, not the MVP. So which Pioneer got it? Because obviously one of them did. Pretty solid performance on a Mercury Hawk, matched an Infiltrator, very good. It was not Den Mother, despite the fact that she loaded a lot of guns and did a lot of utility stuff. She is not getting that MVP. Dread Mechanism at 13, 190, and 6. I'm sorry, 13 and 190? I guess you got more kills. It feels substantially less impressive. I'd have given that to Dark Horse. And then Fiber Giant just like directly behind them. By behind them, I mean they shot more shots and dealt more damage, but technically killed less enemies. Definitely the Pioneers and Dark Horse in particular carrying that mission, but everyone was super valuable. Everyone made it home safe and sound. Nothing bad happened. Honestly, I'm shocked to see this wound is only 14 days to heal. I'd expect it to take longer than that. Happy about the bond level up and a promotion for Den Mother, the last member of the A team to reach Colonel, getting their free Mimic Beacon. We can use AP to buy Bandolier immediately, but we'll wait until they're on a mission to do that. Codex Brain, Cygate, pile of loot. Nothing superior, unfortunately, nothing too crazy here. 200 supplies, reduced avatar progress by 3, forgot about that part. Yeah, I know, we have a couple more researches to do first though, Tygan. So it turns out the Avatar project was not back in the game, we were just sandbagging with the Forge a little bit. Let's get over to Templar HQ. I'm not actually sure we need to be there. Is anyone biological wounded?
Commander, remote reconnaissance indicates the aliens have a UFO hunting for our position. We need to be careful about where we pick our flight paths.
You get a UFO when you do the Forge? Am I gonna get to do the Advent base defense? I thought that just wasn't even happening this campaign. Anyway, keep healing because we might need everyone on deck. We're gonna continue training, but I think we're gonna switch off a Sonic Serenade here. Because none of this matters, I just wanted them to have access to stasis as a blue move because that's so powerful on a Sapper. Oh, we forgot to put Sword Saint back in again. Keep getting Void Rift, please. Well, since neither Black Cat or Big Large is available, I guess I'm going to keep training Sonic Serenade. Silent Fuse is actually just an upgraded Fuse. It's not a thing that requires Fuse because I got it without getting Fuse. Interesting. No, I don't think that's true. Because I have Soul Steal as an option, and I don't have the ability to do that. There are no other members of the A-Team available. I'm going to put Sonic Serenade in for Insanity, but I want to take them out. Let me take a look at when people come back. Black Cat's out for 7 days. And Big Large is out for 4 days, because they're in negative trait recovery. And we'll go ahead and get Halibut and Baroque Baron getting their bond improved in the next 12 days. And we're going to scan here to get those healed faster for what little effect it will have. Supply drop finishes, and that means time for homework. And I think I'm going to take a break and actually start the next video in the strategy layer because I don't want to keep going right now. Doing the covert ops is a little bit too much. We know nothing's happening there. Barrier. That has to be stopped. Absolutely mandatory. Advent Sealed Armor. Poison, Fire, Ice. Honestly, not the biggest deal. I don't think I care about Sealed Armor at all. We reveal the hidden events. Doesn't matter. So we have to stop Barrier. There are 2 missions this month. Really easy. Love to see it. And none of this stuff matters, so we continue on. Another 400 supplies. I think we're well over 2,000. Yeah, we're at 2,200. Not going to matter too much there. And I'm going to wrap it up here. I don't have it in me to look at this right now. It's just homework. It's just another thing in the run up to Waterworld I need to manage. For now, though, I'm done. I'm very happy with how the Forge went. It could have gone a lot worse, considering I was surprised by like 5 chameleons. But yeah, that was a fun mission. Really enjoyed that. We'll handle the strategy layer at the start of tomorrow's episode. And I'll be going through it a lot faster than I usually do, because I want to get right into the action when I start videos. I don't want to play the strategy layer. So it'll probably be like the first 5 minutes tops where you handle the strategy layer as fast as we physically can. For now, though, I'm done. I've been rather coherent, been having a blast with XCOM 2. I really enjoyed that mission, except for the Wraith at the end that just wouldn't reveal. That was really fun. I've been having a blast with the game. I hope you've been enjoying watching it. Thank you for doing so. Thanks to the modding community for making this campaign possible. And to my one Patreon supporter, Jeffrey B. I'll see you all in the next one.